My name is Rabbi Mike Moskowitz. My pronouns are he, him. I am the scholar in residence for Trans and Queer Jewish Studies here at CBST, the world's largest LGBT synagogue. Borrowing language from the queer community, I was assigned secular and then came out as Orthodox in high school. Went on a right-wing trajectory for about 20 years and now identify as some version of religiously non-conforming. I've always seen myself as somebody who's open-minded, curious, looking to make sense of the world, especially all of the pain and suffering, to try to give it meaning and purpose. It was that open-mindedness that allowed me to explore orthodoxy in high school and to really be willing to transition out of a secular existence into one of a religious identity. It's that same open-mindedness, curiosity, and commitment to uncover and to discover the divine will that 20 years later brought me to this place. I, like many who are involved in advocacy and allyship, had their beginning because it is personal. For me, there's somebody in my family who transitioned, and it was the first time ever I had thought about gender since I was a kid and told which bathroom to use. This book is meant as more of a resource, not necessarily to be read cover to cover. It's organized both by topics and also through the calendar year. It starts with Passover and answering the transgender son, redeeming religion from slavery, Lag BaOmer and Shavuot, cisgender humility and accepting the Torah, transgender and transcendence, speaking about AIDS on Shavuot, also the 3 weeks, Rosh Chodesh and Rabbi splaining, Rosh Hashanah, a time of divine consent, Sukkot, the cloud of glory, trans rights, Hanukkah, Tu B'Shvat, renewal and rebirth, Purim, back to the garden, Purim, patriarchy, and a path forward, I am a boy and these are my clothes, allyship is spiritual practice, Noah's Ark, a failed allyship. Many of these articles have been co-authored with folks of different faith-based traditions. My favorite is around climate change and the way in which faith-based communities come together after the storm, but do very little to prevent it. Although many of the essays are at the intersection of the trans experience in Jewish thought and Jewish law, there are also articles on immigration, active consent, climate change, the Children's Victim Act. Some are in BaptistNews.com, others were in Outtake. There's something here for everybody because these truths are eternal. Whether you're Jewish or of a different faith-based tradition or just somebody of good conscience, these articles invoke a yearning for improving the plight and lives of all humanity. This past November had a ballot initiative in Massachusetts that would have legalized discrimination against trans folks in public spaces. So many of the articles that are written here reference the work and preparation to bring awareness to Vote Yes on 3 in Massachusetts to protect trans rights. If I had to choose, the first essay, Answering the Transgender Son, is my favorite. It's the first one that I ever published.